Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Freaks and Geeks, which is an 18-episode series because, things are evil. And this show never got a chance to continue after watching these 18 episodes. I'm in shock, honestly, on how this didn't really connect and get people to watch the show enough that it got more seasons. From what it sounded like, there was a bunch of issues with the network airing the episodes and things wound up getting canceled, but this has to be one of the best coming-of-age series I've ever watched on television. And this is from the creative minds of Paul Feig, Mike White, Judd Apatow, and directed by Jake Kasdan, Judd Apatow, Paul Feig, and a whole bunch of other people, starring and not limited to Linda Cardellini, John Francis Daly, James Franco, Samm, Levine, Seth, Rogan, Jason Siegel, Martin Starr, Joe Flaherty, a.k.a. the guy from Happy Gilmore. You're gonna miss this part, you jackass. But everything, this had so many great young actors, and people like Ben Foster and Lizzie Kaplan and Rashida Jones popping up in episodes. This has such a stacked, talented cast. It even had Biff from Back to the Future as the gym teacher, who is one of many fun adult characters in the show too, to go along with the freaks who are James Franco and Jason Siegel and Seth Rogan and Busy Phillips, and the three of them, the three guys and her are these stoner kids, these rock kids, and Linda Cardellini is the oldest daughter of the Weir family, who winds up, she's a high-achieving young woman, who winds up getting mixed up with them and thinking they're cool and not wanting to stay in her little box that is being a good girl. And then you have John Francis Daly as Samm, whose best friends are Neil, played by Samm Levine, and Bill, played by Martin Starr, and they're the Geeks. And, this season, this one season, Sam's really into this cheerleader, and there's this will they, won't they kind of thing. And you have so many relatable things going on in this show, from broken homes to parents having affairs to being challenged at school or not conforming to things. And the soundtrack to the show is off the charts with all the most amazing rock music of the time, like Bad Reputation by Joan Jett and Blackhearts is the theme song to the show. And the storylines are relatable and fun and engaging. There's tons of heart. The Weir family, including Jean, the mother, played by Becky Ann Baker, and Harold, the father, played by Joe Flaherty, are some of the best TV parents I've seen. You have all these wonderful, relatable things, and each character gets their own arc. They get to really flesh things out. You get to know them as characters and as people, and you enjoy those experiences with them throughout this series. And as I watched the show, realizing just how much talent was in this, and David Krumholtz popping up, Jason Schwartzman popping up, Leslie Mann, of course, popping up, and you have all these great actors playing all these great characters, and them dealing with, the different kinds of things going on in school, and trying to reach for grades, trying to be cool, trying to get significant others, trying to rebel. And you have the guidance counselor who's this old hippie dude, because it takes place in 1980, over the hill hippie who's a guidance counselor at the school. Biff is playing the gym teacher who's just such a gym teacher. And you have so many great storylines in the show that go to deep emotional places. And all the way up to this final episode where you get some resolution for things enough where it seems okay, I guess I could be okay with how this ends. It's not it's a cliffhanger, but I just wanted so much more. I wanted more of this show. And that's so challenging because looking at, obviously this isn't going to happen, But watching all these characters, feeling so connected to all of them, and seeing them go through these challenging but relatable conflicts and challenges and opportunities, trying to find themselves, their identity, and this whole cast of young actors who'd go on to become some of the biggest actors of their generation is so cool. Seeing like James Franco, Jason Siegel, and Seth Rogan being friends in a high school TV show. How weird is that? And I loved all the characters. I enjoyed so many of like the parents as well. They're interesting. You have all these other side adult characters at the school and outside of the school. And you have these on again, off again, like Will, Jason Siegel, and Linda Cardellini wind up together. Will, James Franco, and Bissy Phillips like actually stay together this whole entire time. And you know, will Sam, Bill, and Neil actually find some young women to make them their girlfriends all along the way? And I really appreciate all the performances. So many great life lessons. This is funny. It's emotional. It's a kick-ass show. I really enjoyed this. I'm so glad I finally got around to watching Freaks and Geeks. And you should too. It's on Hulu right now. But those are my thoughts on Freaks and Geeks. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.